We continue our coverage on the road towards the ANC's elective conference. Here's the latest development there. A group of Gauteng and Limpopo ANC members have filed an urgent motion against the party in the Johannesburg High Court. They insist this is not a campaign for former ANC Youth League leader Lulu Johnson or any of their preferred candidates, but a request for the ANC to release raw data of branch nominations for NEC positions. Here's Newzroom Afrika's Mbali, Thethani.
Just a few days before the ANC kicks off its 55th national conference, legal action has now been filed against the party. This time it has nothing to do with interdicting the four-day gathering, but rather to ask it to release raw data of branch nominations and to ask the conference to debate the process of selecting nominees on the list of 200 NEC candidates. A group of ANC members want this matter to be heard this week.
We're filing the papers to the court, seeking the court to instruct the ANC or to order the ANC to release the raw data of a number of nominations that took place since the pre-general meetings of the ANC took place, number of nominees which were nominated from the highest to the lowest. The ANC itself, through Kgalema Mtlanti, went to a press conference where he has mentioned that close to 8,000 nominees were on their information, the Excel in this instant or whatever manual mechanism that they are using. So it means they do have information of each and every nominee who was nominated. And that's simply the information we're asking from them, that they release the raw data.
This group insists this has nothing to do with a campaign to have former ANC Youth League leader Lulu Johnson on the National Executive Committee ballot.
So looking at Lulu Johnson's credentials as a former president of COSAS and the ANC Youth League, somebody without scandals, somebody who has served wherever the ANC has deployed him without any complaints or any selfish interest, that's the kind of leadership that we will be happy to have him amongst many, particularly from his generations of the young lion of the 80s and the generation of early 90s, and as well as the current generation of economic freedom in our lifetime. So that will be a good mixture of the National Executive Committee collective of the ANC. But I must maintain it's not about Lulu Johnson.
The ANC's Electoral Committee has slammed this latest court action, saying it's baseless as this information has now officially been published on ANC platforms.
We have seen the court application as the Electoral Committee, and we have instructed lawyers to oppose it. We believe it's a redundant action and a very misdirected effort to try and, tarnish the credibility of our processes. We think that these comrades still have internal platforms to raise these issues. Their contention is that we have not complied with Rule 8.1 and 8.5 of our own rules. And we have certainly done that because all those rules entail that we collate all the branch nominations into provincial lists and then into a national list with about 240 now names that are going to go onto the ballot. And that process has been explained very transparently from the onset.
These disgruntled members are asking the High Court to listen to their motion on Wednesday. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Mbali, Thethani in Johannesburg.